We're definitely getting Ashton Johnson now. Howdy, folks, and welcome to another exciting episode of the D-Bell Sports Podcast. I'm your host, David Bell. Today we're going to talk about the Commanders beating us in our last home game. At least it was exciting. Not all of them were. Trey Lance started this game. In its entirety, Cooper Rush did not take the field, nor did Will Grier, who was activated for this game from the practice squad. Jaden Daniels was the starter in the first half of the Commanders, but the second half is all Marcus Mariota, who took snaps for good old Washington in the second half and ran all over us. Frickin' A. He was the starter for the Titans from 2015 to midway through the 2019 season. Then he went to the Raiders. Just a little background for fun. He went to Atlanta, started in 22, won 5 games. That's pretty much it. He's been a journeyman backup quarterback since. And we let him run on us in fourth down. Oh, man. It was an entertaining game, though, I would say that. Jaden Daniels pitched the ball to Diami Brown, who threw it to a wide-open Zacchaeus, who missed it. So that was fun. But the Cowboys challenged a Jake Ferguson touchdown as well, and we didn't get it. So that was less fun. It was an entertaining fourth quarter, a final job by Mariota in the last minute to seal the victory, of course. It was a good last home game. Valuation time, though. Trey Lance. He had a good connection with Jalen Tolbert for 98 yards. That's really good. For most of the season, I was saying Jalen Tolbert was stepping up in Brandon Cooks' absence to be that wide receiver number 2 behind CeeDee, and I think he did a good job. Several games, but we can get into that later. He got to Turpin, too. Kevontae Turpin really coming into his own. Ryan Flournoy, who usually doesn't get the ball, caught 2 for 14. So that's good. Giving some people opportunities. He went 20 for 34 for 244 yards. That's not bad. The run game was good. So I hope they were trying, to get us down, but our run game was pretty good. Rico Dowdle for 72 yards and a touchdown. He already had a 1,000-yard season, so that was a little cherry on top of his season. The first undrafted player to get that. Certainly undrafted running back. Deuce Vaughn got 37 yards. More than all of his yards combined in the entire season. He got more. He had 33 yards. He came in this game, he had 37, so that's crazy. Good for him, but dang, where was this all year? A, B, is this really reflective of, their best efforts to stop the run, or is this really what we can expect from Deuce Vaughn going forward? Lots of question marks since it's the last game. Defense sacked Jaden Daniels a lot, 4 times when he was out there. 6 sacks in total, including 2.5 from Micah. Good job, Micah. I know you're listening. I know you're watching. But it was a good game. What can I say? Marcus Mariota, man. He was the leading rusher, 56 yards. No one else really did anything on the Commanders' side except Jaden Daniels, who was the second leading rusher with 27. So, Terry McLaurin was elite. Zacchaeus was great. Zach Ertz, he's used to playing us. He's good. On the Cowboys side, looking forward to some of these guys come back. I'm glad Shoemaker is able to get more reps this year. I like players like Brevin Spann-Ford, who got an opportunity to be on the field this year. Ryan Flournoy, who I finally learned how to pronounce his name correctly. I called him Flournoy. He caught 10 passes out of 14 targets this year for 102 yards. So let's see what these guys can do in training camp and beyond. We'll have another draft and we'll reevaluate. And everything starts over now. We didn't have a winning season. Our draft pick is now number 12. That's not bad if we need a new running back or some of these other players. It's over. The reality is Trey Lance will probably not be back. We tried him out for 2 years, but we did not pick up his 5th-year option. I don't know about Cooper Rush. I think he will be. But every year is a new year. It's people coming back to training camp. It's gonna be like a family reunion. Like, hey, what's up, man? How's it going? And then it'll be sad to see some people on other teams. Hopefully, you'll see them later throughout the season. It's like, hey, I miss you. But yeah, it's all going to be a whole reset. Our season is over. Cowboys and the 49ers have been in the playoffs the last 3 years, and now we're not. That's crazy. So yeah, we'll just see what happens. I'll do another video, of course, evaluating the whole season. But thank you to my watchers and listeners for this year. This was an interesting season for the Cowboys, but I certainly don't want to give up. I certainly don't want to be depressed about it. We all have to look at the bright side of things. There are lots of bright spots for this team going to this year, including DeMarvion Overshown. Our backup isn't horrible. There are lots of things to hang our hat on. But I'll talk about that a little later. But thank you to all my subscribers, my Patreon members, and to all you guys out there. You guys are the best. And of course, go Cowboys.